Guilty. It's funny, but it is true though, because when you are dealing with a narcissist, the results, the reaction to your accusation will rarely ever match up or be equal. You'll get a 10x reaction to a small accusation or something like that. You'll ask a question and say, "Hey, babe, I saw your phone light up with a kissy face and some hard eyes. Like, what's that about? Why are you looking at my phone? Stay off my phone." That means guilty. It means, in the words of At What Does It Matter, you are over the target and you have hit a soft spot. So in order to get you off the target, or in order to get you off the scent, they will either cause a scene or get very, very angry. They make you very, very dismissive to get you to the point where you don't even want to know anymore. To get you to the point where it conditions you to no longer ask questions about the phone because now you're scared. No one gets madder than a guilty narcissist. Shout out At What Does It Matter.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You know where to find me at. I use my platform to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get people into therapy if possible, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. You know what I mean? So this this platform right here, this series right here, A Narcissist Explains, is dedicated to taking my TikToks and YouTube shorts and, expounding upon them. They only 60 seconds. I open them up, make them longer, go into greater detail here. The one you just watched was about a guilty narcissist. I've done a video before entitled No one gets angrier than a narcissist that is guilty of whatever you accuse them of. And that is true. In the TikTok you just watched, that person right there, that narcissist, male, female, they got caught and, they got accused of something minor. And the reaction to that accusation was not in proportion to the accusation. So they, just an observation pretty much. Like, hey, you see, like, that's why I tell people, a guilty narcissist will rage out over minor stuff, minor accusations. Hey, like in the skit right there you just saw, hey, I just noticed somebody text you the hard eyes and kissy faces and like an eggplant emoji with a peach symbol. What does that mean? Why are you looking at my phone for? Stay out of my phone. You don't worry about who texting me and whatever. You need to trust me. Boom. Was that cause for? That's guilt coming to this. That narcissistic rage bubble right there. That bubble that's popped is guilt. That's guilt bubbling up to the surface like a volcano. Like, why are you asking all these questions? That's the guilt coming to the surface, bubbling out, and coming in hotter than ever. Because the situation arises and things of that nature, because you notice that people say stuff like that, and when they're caught, you notice that people don't act like that reaction was not caused for. And that's guilt right there, bubbling to the surface. So a lot of times, if you see that right there, that's letting you know that person is guilty of whatever you just accused them of. You didn't even accuse them in the skit you saw. There was not even an accusation levied. There was just an observation. Hey, I just saw this. What's up? No, you didn't see what you thought you saw. Leave me alone. Get off of me. That's why I hate you. You see how that works right there? That does not work. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's guilt right there. And the reason a narcissist does that is to condition you to be scared. Like I said in the video, it's to condition you to tolerate that type of behavior, to not question it anymore, to trust me more, to trust them more. Because if I keep yelling and screaming at you every time you ask me about my phone, and you want to stay with me, are you going to continuously ask me about my phone? Some of y'all is like, yes, I would, but a lot of people would not. A lot of people would back down. I want this to work, so I'm not going to question him about his phone anymore. And that's what you do. That's what people do, because narcissists beat you down mentally so much that you get afraid to even question them about stuff that you know. Like, I've talked to people before that know that their narcissistic person is cheating, but just don't want to bring it up because it would cause an argument. Because they want to make the relationship work, but I don't want them cheating. How do I get the cheating to stop without bringing it up? What? How do I get the cheating to stop without actually having to bring it up? What? You know what I mean? People, they conditioned, the narcissistic rage has conditioned people to take less, to accept so much less than a bare minimum standards of a relationship. They call it that right there because you are so afraid because you are tolerating the bare minimum, you become jealous of other people's relationship. Like, you'll see a couple, your friends with hugging and kissing they significant others, they've been together for a shorter period of time than y'all, or longer than y'all, and you just like, I wish I had that. But you never get it because you're afraid to leave the person that you're with now. Because sometimes you get to the point where you don't want to see them with anybody else. The pain of leaving them is actually, you think that pain would be more than the pain of leaving them. Well, I'm getting confused a little bit. The pain of leaving them would be more than the pain of staying with them and having them cheat on you, or seeing them with somebody else. Like, you don't want to see them with anybody else. They don't want to see you with anybody else, but they'll never say it. They'll never say it out loud. Sometimes they will say it out loud in the threat. They'll threaten you that you're not going to be with anybody else. But a lot of times you don't want to see that narcissistic person with anybody else, so you don't want to leave them, so you zip it. You zip it right on up. You don't say anything else about it. You know what I mean? Stop letting people condition you to accept less than you deserve. And other people are like, I guess this is what I deserve, though, because I love him. I don't want to let him go because, he's a good person, but he's just cheating on me. What? This is how people talk. People talk like that. Like, they're a good person. They just cheat on me and beat on me. That's not a good person. I correct people, too. When somebody says that to me in a one-on-one, I correct them immediately. No, they're not a good person. They're cheating on you and beating on you. That's not a good person. But they think this is okay because you caught them cheating and you took them back. They think it's okay. So if you catch a narcissist doing something, if you catch them, like their reaction right there, if you catch them in the reaction, and you find evidence later on that, like, their reaction, why they reacted that way, and you forgive them, you're done. DONE, you're done. Because they're going to keep doing it now. Because when you forgive them, to a narcissist, look, now listen to me. I'm not saying that this is weakness, but to a narcissist, forgiveness is viewed as weakness. Point blank, period. If you overly forgiving, they think you're a weak person, and they will take advantage of you over and over and over and over again until you put a stop to it, or they'll put a stop to it. Because one of the people they cheat on you with, they either gonna get them pregnant and leave, or if it's a man, they're gonna get them pregnant and leave you for them, or they're just gonna leave you straight point blank, period. That's what I say. You gotta power up and take your power back. You gotta be stronger than what you think. You're stronger than what you think you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. If you say no, you're not, then you're not. Because if you think you can and you think you can't, you're right. Because it starts with the thought process. It starts with thinking you can. It starts with thinking you deserve better. And it transitions to knowing you can and knowing you can do better or you deserve better. And then it transitions to taking those actions to go get better. Baby steps are still steps. I tell people that all the time. That baby steps, when a baby is walking, it might take them a little longer to get there, but do they get there? Yes, baby steps are still steps. Take the steps in the right direction, because, like I said, if you are over the target, like so I said, what doesn't matter says, if you're over the target, they'll react that way. The guilt is right there. Keep pressing. If you want to know the truth, keep pressing. If not, use discretion, of course, because some people blow up on you and might hit you. But use discretion, of course. But like I said, if you're over the target and you know the truth, act on it. Act on the truth. Take your power back and be strong. Baby steps are still steps. Anyway, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Mental Healness got to hit the dip set. Peace.